Hello.
Up Periscope,
Yes,
recording on Ustream.
yes.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Once again, I am the Shilikah, Solakar Noah, Rabbi Vincent P. Adams, and I'm co-founder of Etz Hayim, the Tree of Life, along with my lovely wife, Nadia Leslie Adams. And it is Shabbat. It's our Saturday evening instruction or class. We're closing out Shabbat. It is almost sundown. And we always finish out the Shabbat with a class on biblical Hebrew. And this is the fourth lesson, lesson 4. I promised you by this lesson, you would know everything that you need to know in order to read and pronounce biblical Hebrew. And in keeping with that promise, here we are. By the end of the class tonight, you will know how to read and pronounce biblical Hebrew. If you missed the first 3 lessons, go back and review and continue to review, continue to practice. These first 4 lessons, all by themselves, teach you how to read and properly pronounce biblical Hebrew. So, without further ado, let's get going.
Okay.
We are on, remember, we're using the handouts that are available on our webpage at etzhayim.weebly.com. That's ETZHAYIM .weebly, WEEBLY.com. And we're on the page, notes 0.31. Up in the right-hand corner, it says Dagesh and syllables. Dagesh and syllables.
Dagesh and syllables.
Okay? Now, begin at point 3.1. The 6 letters, Kaf, Pe, Tav, Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Begad, Kapet, or Kafet. These 6 letters may have a dot in the middle. This is called a weak dagesh, or a dagesh line. And it always occurs in these letters at the beginning of a word. So the begad kapet letters, and I say kapet for P instead of K. The pay with a dagesh is pet, P. Without a dagesh, it is K, but I prefer begad kapet. All right. In the middle, okay, let's read that again. The weak dagesh, or the dagesh line, always occurs in these letters at the beginning of the word. So whenever you see Beit Gimel Dalet, Kaf Pe Tav at the beginning of a word, and they have a dagesh in them, or that dot, it's not a vowel. It is a dagesh line. And it always occurs in these letters at the beginning of the word. In the middle of the word, it occurs only when no vowel, you gotta remember this, it occurs only when no vowel precedes it.
Right before it.
Dagesh line. So if you see a begad kapet letter in the middle of a word, it's a dagesh line if no vowel precedes it. Remember, you read Hebrew from right to left. So you're going to look for a vowel right under it. That means that vowel, excuse me, I'm wrong. You're going to look for a vowel to the right, to the immediate right. Okay? We'll do some examples. For example, the dagesh line occurs in the letter Beit at the beginning of the word Beit Yod Tav. And in a medial position, because you can see it, that word is actually, you have a Beit, which hardens the sound, so it's a B sound, B as in boy, instead of a V as in vet sound. So you have a B, you have a seri up under there. Now, what vowel does seri? You have two dots. What vowel does seri represent?
You want us to remember, like we studied?
It's E. So you have, but you have a yod immediately following the seri. So it's a seri yod.
Okay.
So you pronounce it still like an E, or you
Bet.
pronounce it like an A. So it is pronounced like B-A-T, bat.
Okay.
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 And in a medial position, in the cough, in the word that is spelled tav, hirik, bait, with a schwa, then cough with a dagesh and a segol up under it. But you have a yod immediately following that segol. So you have a segol yod. Again, it's still S-E. But the yod is pronounced, the segol yod is pronounced like an E. You don't pronounce that yod. Okay?
Mhm.
Then you have noon, quamats, hey. So it's a dagesh lean A because there is no vowel immediately preceding it.
Yeah.
Okay? The reason, now you may say, wait a minute. What about the bait? That is a silent schwa, not a vocal schwa. So to pronounce this word would be T for tet, okay, for tav, and you have a here, so it's like a T-I. So T-I-V. You don't have a dagesh in that bait. So it's softened, no dagesh, it's a V sound. So you would pronounce that first syllable, T-I-V. Okay, tiv. Tiv. And then the hardest sound here, like a K, K. Tiv K-not. T-I-V. Then you have a K sound with the cough. And the segol yod is an E sound. All right? So there's Tiv K-E. Tiv Ki. And then you have N, the quamats for an A, and the Hey. Tiv Kina. Tiv Kina. That's the quamats. Remember, it would only be a quamats hatuf with an O sound if it was in a closed, unaccented syllable. Now that N-A-H is a closed syllable, but it is accented. Remember, the accent in Hebrew is generally on the last syllable, unless it is otherwise marked. So it's not otherwise marked. So the accent is tiv kena, tiv kena.
Right.
Okay,
Which one is it?
tiv kena. All right. Now an exception: if the word preceding, say the cough, if the word preceding the dagesh ends with an open syllable, there is no dagesh. Okay. If the word preceding ends with an open syllable, there is no dagesh. For example, we have two words there. The first, remember we're reading from right to left. The last syllable is nun seriod. So remember, that is not a closed syllable. Can anybody tell me why that first word is not a closed syllable? Remember, a closed syllable is a consonant plus a vowel plus a consonant. Why is that first word not a closed syllable? Since I have a consonant plus a vowel and a consonant.
And you think about the next word is another. The next letter is
No,
a
I said,
consonant.
why is that vowel? What is that vowel? Nun, Seri, Yo. In the first, now, what is that syllable? Is it a closed syllable or an open syllable?
It's open
Why is it open?
because it's this yod after that, which is, I don't know. It's because it says,
What is an open syllable?
you
Define an open syllable.
said vowel, consonant, vowel. If it ends in a vowel,
If it ends in a vowel, it's an open syllable. If it ends in a consonant, it's a closed syllable. So I'll ask you again, that first word, is it the last syllable, is it open or closed?
it's open.
Why?
It's a heric, I don't know, is it a heric yod?
What?
Is it a heric yod?
How can it be a heric yod when there's a seri?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at the wrong word probably. I don't know.
Are you looking in the last where it says exception?
Yes,
If the word preceding, are you looking at the last two words there
yes.
that is used for example?
Is the first word the one on the right or the one on the left? You go right from left, so I'm looking at the one on the
You read Hebrew from right to
left. So
left.
the first
So the
word,
first word, I mean, there's no way, there's no here, yod in any
either
of
one
the
of them, I
words.
don't know then. I'm looking at thinking that thing.
What do you get it? What does a heric look like?
It's got the thing with the dot,
How many dots in a heric?
well, there's one underneath. And I
How
thought
many
it was
dots in a heric? Simple
Two.
question. Huh?
two?
No. Two up underneath in line, that's a
I'm just guessing,
swab.
'cause I don't know, Vince. I don't know. I haven't studied this.
That's a swab. Or a shimmer, or sheep. I got you.
Okay,
It's a
just
swab.
tell us if it's open. Why is it open then?
Okay. It is open because it has, the vowel is a seri yod. The yod and the seri. Seri is two dots. When
Okay,
it is
that's what I'm
immediately
thinking.
followed by
Seri
a yod, it's a seri yod.
I got the
So
heric
the
yod.
yod and the seri are the vowel together. They're one unit.
Okay, I got the heric yod and the seri yod.
Okay, now if it was one dot under the nun, then it would be a heric yod, and it would still be an open vowel because it would be a consonant plus a vowel. So if the word preceding the begad kapet letter with a, has a dagesh, then it ends, let's see, if the word preceding the
The gagapet ends with an
or
open, so
ends
there's
with an
no
open
beginning.
syllable, there is no dagesh. Okay? I don't know why it gives those two words there, and it has a dagesh there. That's the two words that could be an error of some kind.
So that the word preceding the begat, the word preceding it, which means they're talking about the second word, which has to be.
It makes no
preceding.
sense. It
Ends with
doesn't.
the open. Look at us.
It doesn't go with the example. It's the two last words are perfect examples. If the word preceding the word, okay, let me.
Which one is the begat kapet letter?
You should know the begad. What are the begad kapet letters?
I'm looking at the begat. I'm saying which one in this example.
It's the last two words where it says, for example.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at. It. I'm
The
saying
other two words make no sense at all in there.
no. I'm trying to ask you.
If
In
the
those
word
last two
precedes-
words, I'm asking in those last two words.
But I'm telling you, if the word preceding you see two Hebrew words there?
That's the begat kapet. Those are the words they're telling. If the word preceding begat kapet ends with an open syllable,
Oh, okay. I
then
didn't
there is
recognize-
no dagesh. For
Okay,
example,
I didn't recognize them as such. Okay.
Okay.
They're the begad kapet letters.
right?
It should, if the word preceding the begad kapet letters, see what I mean? It doesn't, I'm glad you recognize that. It should say if the word preceding the begad, kapet letters at the beginning of the word still doesn't make sense. It doesn't read well at all. If the word preceding the begad, and what do you have? It says you have begad, kapet letters there. It doesn't read well.
Well, it's the example.
I understand what it's saying.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say, for example, until the last two words. Now that makes sense. What it should say, if the word preceding a word beginning with a begad, kapet letter, then if that word that precedes it, then there can be no dagesh in the begad, kapet letter of the second word. I'll say it
That's
this
what I
way.
was asking. Which word now? Do you understand?
Okay,
For example,
no, I'll say it this way. Let me
I understand.
let me say it.
No, I am letting you say. I just said I
Okay, you
understand
keep
too.
talking while I'm trying to say it.
I was saying I understand.
Now, boy, now.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to try. Okay. I had it, and you kept talking at all.
You want me to say?
If I don't have it now. I know what it's saying and what
If
it's
the
doing.
word preceding the begad kapet letters ends with an open syllable, then there is no dagesh. For example, in the example that they have there, they have a word
That's-
preceding a begad kapet letter.
I understand that. I understand what it's doing. I'm just even your definition, your description there wasn't quite definitive enough. You said because you can't say if the word preceding the gebet, it has to state that the second word begins with a begad kapet letter. If the word preceding a word beginning with a begad kapet letter. Let me try it again. Okay.
This is just an exception too.
If boy. If the first letter of a word is a begad kapet letter, it will not have a dagesh in it if the word preceding it ends in an open syllable. That's what it should say. I'll say it again. If a word begins with a begad kapet letter, in other words, beit gimel dalet, kaf pei tav, if a word begins with any one of those 6 letters, any one of the begad kapet letters, it will not have a dagesh in that begad kapet letter if the word preceding that word ends in an open syllable. That's what that should say. That's definitive and clear.
Yeah, I get
This,
it
what
now.
they have here, is unclear.
Okay, and no one can see this. I know they're not looking because
Say what?
I know people don't have this. People don't have this in their hands to understand anything. They have to really go to our website to read the page.
I'm hoping that we have followers and that they've been following us the past 3 weeks and have downloaded this sheet from our website. I mean, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I know.
When we
Get the projector, we will be able to.
when we get the next time we have class, we're going to have a projector. We'll be able to project this,
Awesome.
on the wall and turn the camera on it so that you can follow along and see it. You really could have it on the wall or on a screen where you can see all the examples that we're talking about and everything. But anyway, okay, that word,
Oral
it
tradition.
ends in an open syllable.
Right. I get it. I'm going to try to point
A
it out.
consonant plus a vowel. Seri yod is a consonant all by itself. Both the seri and the yod constitute one vowel.
I'm gonna,
So therefore, the word preceding the second word ends in an open syllable. And as you can see, the begad kapet letter does not have a dagesh in the middle.
right there.
Okay. Now going on to 32.
Open syllable, the debate has no
Okay.
dagesh, because this word is an open syllable, the first one. That precedes it. Okay.
All right. Now going on to note 0.32. Most letters may take a dot called a strong dagesh or dagesh forte. The dagesh forte indicates the doubling of the letter.
Okay.
In transliteration, the letter is written twice. If a vowel immediately precedes the dagesh, it is a dagesh forte. If a vowel immediately precedes the dagesh, it is a dagesh forte. For example, in Shama, okay, we have sheen, kromats, mem with a dagesh in it, kromats, hey, Shema. Now, based on all the rules that we know right now, we would transliterate that SH for the SH sound in the sheen. Then A, sha, SHA, kromats would be, because it would be an open syllable. Remember, it's only a kromatatu in a closed, unaccented syllable. So SHA is open. It's an open syllable. So it'll be SHA, sha. And then with the mem there, and the kromats under it, it would be, would be MOH. Because it's ending, no, it would still be a kromats. Because the last
Doubling of the letter.
syllable is accent. Because it's the last syllable in the word. And we know that the last syllable in Hebrew is accent. So they would both be kromatses, okay? Which is, long A sound. So it would be sha, ma, shama, SHAMAH. But we have just learned a new rule. We have a dagesh in that mem, and we have a vowel immediately preceding under the sheen of kromats. So in this case, you really should pronounce that and transliterate it as shama, SHA, sham, because you will add an A, not an A, you will add an M or an extra mem to this word. This word is actually transliterated in English as SHAMMAH, sham.
Sam.
If you wanted to pronounce the first syllable, it automatically closes that. So right now, sheen kromats is an open syllable. Okay? When you have a dagesh forte, it automatically closes the syllable. It makes it a closed syllable. SHAM or SHAM or sheen kromats mem. Shama. Now, hey at the end of a word is considered always to be silent. Notice that the final hey is silent, it says. So when you transliterate it, it's SHAMMA. Shema. Shema.
Okay.
Accent on the last syllable. Okay. When dividing syllables, note that the guess forte indicates doubling, thereby making the first syllable a closed syllable, as I said. The guess forte will occur in the following, which will be studied when they are encountered in the biblical text. The article vav consecutive, assimilation, double letter, and or an original root or original noun, don't even worry about it, and certain verbal forms. We're not even going to go there right now.
Okay.
The letters that will not accept the guess, i.e. letters which cannot be doubled, are the 5 throaty or guttural letters. Okay, Aleph, Hey, Het, Ayin, and Resh. Those letters will never have a digestion, and they can never be doubled. So you have to remember the gutturals. The gutturals do not double. They do not take a digestion, either line or forte. There will never be a digesh or dot in any of these letters. Now, hey may have a furtive, may have a mappy in. And it says that about only one of the above will ever occur with a dot in it, and that is the letter hey. A dotted hey or a mappy at the end of a word indicates that it should be pronounced. Normally, final hey, when hey is at the end of a word, it is not pronounced unless it has a mapping in it. It's not a guess. When it's in final hey, it's a mapping.
Mapping.
Okay? So, what we really need to do now is practice. Because saying all of these rules
Is one thing.
is one thing, and it doesn't really set in until you actually see examples.
And you try it.
The next time we have, like we're going to end class here, so study what we've gone over in these past four lessons. And we're going to we're just going to start reading Hebrew the next time we get together. We know everything we need to know to read Hebrew. So the next time we get together, we're going to have a projector. We're going to have the words where you can see them. And you'll be able to, to practice right along with us and make the mistakes that you're going to need to make.
Yep.
Whether it's a double, whether it's a begad pet letter, whether it's a dagesh line, a dagesh forte, whether it's one of the gutturals, all that good stuff. Whether it's a letter in final form, whether we have, we're going to look at how we'll actually see how to divide the syllables.
Yep.
The proper way to do that. Remember, to divide the syllable, you start at the end of the word in Hebrew, which is on the left, and you count until you get to the first vowel, and that's the first syllable. Then you repeat. You count the letter, then the vowel, and then that'll be the next syllable, and so on and so on. And that's the way you divide syllables in Hebrew, so that you can pronounce the word correctly. And we're going to be up and running the next time. Okay? Now, we will not have class next week, more than likely. We're going to be attending some conferences that we're required to attend, and so we won't be able to have class next Saturday. And we also will not be able to have service next Friday because we'll be out of town at these conferences. We'll be keeping the Shabbat, but we just won't. We'll be guests and visitors at another community or congregation next week, and so we won't be broadcasting next weekend, which is February 26th and 27th. Then we will also be out of town again February 4th and 5th. But we will be
March.
March 5th, oh, I said 5th. March 4th and 5th.
can't
But
believe I
we
said
will be
January.
I think we will be able, we will be broadcasting that weekend. So March 3rd and 4th, we will be broadcasting, but we won't be at this location. We'll be at another location at our original congregation in Tulsa on the 3rd and the 4th. Then on February 11th and 12th,
March.
I keep saying February. On March 11th and 12th, we will not be broadcasting. We will be away attending a conference again, okay, on the 11th and the 12th. We will be out of town at another conference. So we will see you on March 3rd and 4th. We will not see you February 26th and February 27th, and we will not see you March 11th and 12th. So if you can mark that down in your calendar, go to our website or go to our meetup page at meetup.com, the Grave Roots Meetup for Shreveport, Bossier, or Law of Attraction hit Grave Roots to see our schedule. We're going to be out of town over the next 30 days 3 times. Once at the end of February and twice in March. March 11th and 12th and March 25th and 26th at 11th. The 11th, we won't see you. We will see you on the 18th and 19th, but the 18th, the following week, the 25th, 26th, I think, well, I won't get that far ahead. I'll check the calendar, but I believe it's the last, I think, no, we will see you.
We'll figure it out later.
No, we will see you on the 25th.
Maybe. We'll see.
We will see you on the 25th and 26th. And then Sunday is the 27th, Monday the 28th, Tuesday the 29th, Wednesday the 30th, Thursday the 31st. Our next conference is a 4-day conference beginning on the 31st, which is a Thursday, and runs to the 3rd, which is Sunday. That's where I'm getting confused. So actually, the last weekend of February, we won't see you. We won't see you the 11th and 12th of March, and we won't see you for the first weekend in April. That's okay, unless they cancel one of the conferences. So far, everything is a go. So Shabbat Shalom. May the blessings of our Lord and Savior be upon you. Baruch atah.